Goodness gracious, you got hit in the head by lightning. It went through your head, shredded the baseball cap, and came out your back. And you're still here. And that was before the other. How many times have you almost died?
I'm not afraid to die. In fact, I know how peaceful it's going to be on the other side.
Welcome to Prioritize Your Life and PrioritizeYourLife.com. And I'm excited yet again for round 3 with Scott Drummond, which is the whole reason why this project even became a project. But we have a reason for getting together today, which is kind of a fun one. But how have you been?
This last three years has been a ride, and ride I'll never forget.
Yeah, you're reached out to speak at conferences and podcasts and the news and media and everything, like pretty much every day, right? Is that pretty accurate?
It's happening quite frequently.
Yeah. I guess the big thing that we have to announce now, 3 years later, is that you are coming out with a book.
It's called What Dying Taught Me About Living.
So what led you to decide to come out with a book?
We didn't do this for gain. My wife and I made an agreement that we were going to donate our money to a foundation, a Gracie Scott Foundation, and it's children with special needs. And the proceeds of this book are going to go to this foundation. It was an unusual day. Another neighbor in the neighborhood, Butch Pearson, said, "You need to follow up with your podcast with a book." And I said, there's no way. And the more I thought about it, I thought, well, maybe I could go into a little bit more in depth than what we talked about originally. And what we did in this book was we went before my incident happened and told a little bit about my life, which is kind of scary because I didn't really want a lot of people to know what happened in my life. Then to the actual happening of the ski accident. And then after that, I went in what I started to feel was what I could learn from this experience. I could have taken this to my grave. And even through all of the writing of the book, there were times where I felt like, what am I doing? And the lessons that I tried to teach from what I have learned is how to be kind to others. And during my experience, I talked about an escort. You know, that escort, I think every one of us have in our lives. I think if we listen, they will tell us what we need to do. And the problems we run into is a lot of times we don't want to acknowledge that we heard that, and we go, that wasn't a good idea. Well, if we do it, we find out that it was the best thing that happened for us. But while we're here on Earth, one thing I learned from that experience was I did not see any fancy boats. I didn't see any fancy motorhomes. I didn't see ATVs. I didn't see any toys. But what I felt was love. And that love was something that will stay with me for the rest of my life, and that peace that you feel. This life, I found out after I was 28 years old, it wasn't about money. You know, yes, you do need money to live, but money, I didn't see any riches in my afterlife experience. The thing that I hope for and pray for every single day is I want a better report. The report that I had the first time was not a real good report. And having a second chance at life, no, I'm not afraid to die. In fact, I know how peaceful it's going to be on the other side. Don't look back. Look at today and look at what you can do today and then what you're going to do tomorrow and the next day. And if we can do that, I think we're going to be okay. But the bottom line is the Gracie Scott Foundation. we're so excited about it. I'm more excited about the foundation than I am even writing this book.
Yeah. It sure starts off with a bang, like literally. I mean, people that watch that first video obviously know that you had a near-death experience. I mean, goodness gracious, you got hit in the head by lightning. It went through your head, shredded the baseball cap, and came out your back. And you're still here. And that was before the other. How many times have you almost died? It's like at least 3 or 4 or something like that. Is that?
Well, this one here was 10 years after my initial experience.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had a third chance. Instead of a second chance, I had a third chance. My friend, who I went golfing with, died last May.
So this is your friend that you both got hit by lightning simultaneously.
That's correct.
On the golf course. Yeah.
That was the best putt I ever made, but an experience that I'll never forget.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I really feel like one of the big reasons why your video has done as well as it has, and you could say like it's the algorithm and things, but the reality is the algorithm follows people. And so the reason why your video has done so well is because millions of people out there have started it, they've watched the entire thing, and then they've commented, and the vast majority of the comments are incredible. They like changed my life just reading, and some of that's in there too.
If nothing, if one person, if I can reach just one person with this video today, or with this book today, I feel like I've accomplished what my Father in heaven has set out for me to do. And I've learned, too, that there are no coincidences. There isn't any. People come into your life because there's a reason they're in your life. And just like meeting my wife in Germany, I was in the military, and thankful for her for sticking with me. Because this September, we're going to be together 49 years.
Oh, yeah. One more year to go till the 50. All right.
Until the big 50.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think your odds of reaching a few more people with the video and the book are probably fairly high. But thanks so much. It's great to see you again, and I wish you all the best with the book. And I'm glad to just be your neighbor and have kind of watched this crazy ride over the years. So, but it's great to be with you again.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
Life is precious.